Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're here with Larson again with our deck profile. Today he went first place EXO with his Tri-Brigade list, even after Tenki goes to 1.
Still frustrated.
And he had to be forced not play Zodiac because of that happening, practically. But it looks like he's fine without it, so I'll hand it up to him.
Alright, so it's been a while since I've been on the channel, and mainly just because I've been griefing the loss of my Zodiac brothers. Unfortunately, playing this deck now, I can't play Zodiac in it confidently with consistency and stuff like that. So I'm just playing Tri-Brigade like a loser, but here's the deck profile. Yeah. 3 Rescue Cat. I hate this card.
I love it.
So every time I see it, the hand's already good enough to like play without the cat, and then if I ever see it just on its own and no gamma or like call by or anything, I just lose. But it's a good card. It's just like, yeah, I miss my zoos. 3 Fractal. It's just the best card in the deck. One of them. 3 Kit. The only one to miss the reprint out of the tins. Sorry, didn't get them while they were 50 cents. Probably the best support that the deck's gotten. Bear Broom's really good too, but like this just gives you enough names to play. 3 Nerval. I mean, now that you have no Tenki, this is just something you send off of Foolish along with Kit as another copy of a Tri-Brigade essentially. But good chain blocker. And 2 Karis. You guys already know you don't play 3 Karis. I mean, some cat lists do. I take it back. Some cat lists do. I'm just ball. No, I'm not playing 3.
You're built different.
Yeah, I don't want to banish. I mean, I'm not scared of Desires. And then we got 3 copies of Ash. Most generic hand trap. 3 copies of Droll. Again, just super good right now. Hits every deck, even Tri-Brigade, if they're not playing around it. Triple copies of Nibiru, because again, it hits like every deck except for like Shaddoll Dogmatica, which in that case, it's like fine, but this just helps win you matchups. The best hand trap in the game. It's just generically good against every single deck right now, and protects the cat. I mean, you don't get Ashed on the cat as much, or you don't get Gamut on the cat as much, so feels good. And then, so there's another list online you guys might have seen that's like pretty similar to this. There's just a couple small changes here and there. Here's one of them. I am on the main deck DD Crow. I feel like just standalone as a hand trap to draw against like half the decks this format, it's okay. It's decent against Virtual World. It's good against Drytron. But it's really good when you can search it, which is just Rescue Cat combo or regular combo with like Karis Kit. So essentially searching DD Crow is just like probably the reason I'm still playing this deck, because this card's so stupid in some matchups. That's it for the monsters though. For the spells, I've got 3 Pot of Desires. I don't want to play Prosperity. I feel like the extra card in hand is like way too important. You need the more cards in hand so you can just put them back with Ferrigine and Kit. I mean, not Kit, Bear Room. But yeah, I'm not a fan of Prosperities in the deck. Some people really like it, some people don't. Rest in peace. There would be a barrage right next to him, but thanks, Konami. Copy of Foolish and a copy of Called By. It's another. Now instead of playing 6 copies of Fractal, you're playing like 5. So you dropped 1 copy and you got to play the Foolish now. I know some people were playing the Foolish before. I didn't think it was needed, but now you have to, unfortunately. It's still a good card. It's just like sometimes it feels like it's lackluster. And then the Called By. I'm not on, so I have 2 lists that I've been playing recently. This is the one without the crossouts in it. And I felt a bit more comfortable with this, probably because I'm not playing in like huge tournaments. If I was playing in tournaments where I was expecting seeing like meta decks left and right, you know, instead of just like more meta and rogue, there would be crossouts in here. And I'd just have to tweak the hand trap ratios, but I was comfortable without the crossouts in today. Then for the trap cards, I'm on 3 copies of Revolt. You just draw it if they hand trap you and win. And if you don't draw it, you just search it. So basically just your win condition. I mean, you go like +2 off of it, plus you get a banish on your opponent's turn, so it's really good. Then the last traps is the 3 strike. I've only seen a few lists recently that are just like straight up on 3 strike. And I think it's just good. It's a good card going second. It's even better going first. It's like the best, arguably the best trap card in the game. Protects your Revolt if you don't have enough to make Apo. It's just really good. That is it for the main deck. I think it's clean and cut 40. Go on to the extra here. We're on 2 Ferrigine, Verishi's just the best one. You have to play 2 now because there's no like Zodiacs to help you just take up extra space in the extra deck. So you have to play 2. And then the 1 Bear Brum. Some people are on 2 Bear Brum, but that's also the list that's on Prosperity. If you're on Desires, I think you really only need 1. Get some extra room in there. The 1 Rugal, this is like, I make this card a lot more now, just because I'm afraid of like back row removal and stuff like that, and this helps play around it. So this plus like Revolt is really good. Don't pay attention to my Ultra. I only had 2 before. Stop. 3 Shrug. I'm working on getting a 3rd secret. It's the best card in the deck. You play 3 now because you go through it on your turn 1 combo most of the time. Before you were just on 2 again when the Zoos were in there because you had more extra room to take up, but now you're on 3 because it's more utility based. Just amazing, great card. Then for the 1-ofs, you got the Lords mandatory. Some people don't like this card. I hear Nim doesn't like this card. I think this card's stupid good. Even in like the matchups where it's like just okay, it's still just another tool to climb into access code for. And like in the matchups that's good in, it's another copy of DD Crow against like Drytron and stuff like that. So it's really good. I argue you always play that card. 1 Almirage. And we got 1 Lambda. So this was like the flex spot. It could be Omega or it could be Lambda. I just picked Lambda because I often like find myself rather valuing another Gamma in hand over than anything else. It also just gives you down arrows to play with, but the Omega is cool too. Like you can really just pick between them. I just prefer the Lambda. I like Lambda a lot. I think this card's great. Then 1 Appaloosa. I know how to combo into it now. I used to not know how when I was playing this deck because I was bad. Still struggle sometimes, but it's okay. The 1 Axis code to close out games. If you don't have this card, it's really weird playing this deck. This card plus, so like full combo plus Nib, usually you'll just follow up turn kill with this. Full combo plus anything, really, you'll always, this is like your main turn 3 play. So playing this deck without Axis code feels really awkward and weird. If you don't have Axis code, I mean, you're SOL, I guess. Boral Sword, it's not a bad card, but it's just not as easy to make. And then a couple things I haven't seen people on as well as, I haven't seen people on the Zeus package. They say it's like very susceptible for the cat and stuff, which I do agree with. The cat fucking sucks, but you have room in the extra deck to do it now. And this plus cat plus mine or cat plus droplet will get you there for sure. And this is, in my opinion, mandatory. This is a beast warrior, so you can use it in grave as like materials and stuff. And it triggers your kit and gets your full combo going. I think if you have the room to, you should still be playing this. But I've seen lists without it. And for the side, I've got a pretty weird side. This is probably the most different thing. I'm on 3 Twisters. I think Twisters is arguably the best spell and trap card removal card for this deck, just because you respond to like the schisms and you can just standby blow these. It's really good. Chain it to like Imperial Order. Like Imperial, if you're keeping Imperial Order in against Tri-Brigade, you're doing something wrong. But anyways, it's just good. Then I've got 1 copy of Reboot as my last back removal card. This is just auto win button. Especially if you draw Cat with it, it's like you reboot, then you just Zeus and win. Then I'm on 1 IO and 2 anti-spell. This for a while has been Judgment, it's been anti-spell, it's been the IO in the main before. Excuse me, IO in the main before. It's been no IO. I've come upon this as being my preferred ratios. I see a lot of lists with IO in the main, and I don't disagree. I just don't have the room for it. I'm on the Crow, and I'm pretty deep on the hand traps as well, so siding it feels comfortable for me. Then we're on 2 copies of Droplet and 2 copies of mine. So this is gonna make people feel weird looking at this because you kind of just want to see both these cards. I couldn't find room to max out on both of them, and essentially going second, they both do similar things. This will at the very least, force out an interruption, at the most win you the game. And then the droplets will help pick apart the boards, and it's also extra cards to side in against Drytron going second. Together, these cards just win you the match. Singly, like if you just see one or the other, you just have to open any like engine piece and you'll be able to pop off. So they're both really good. The deck thrives off of having minimal monsters on board, so mine is like super good. Double Lancia, again, there's a lot of 2-ofs. A lot of people are not gonna like that. I understand that. Side deck's completely your preference. I'm just showing you guys. Lancia, basically, so my theory behind this is I'm already on 1 Crow in the main, If I'm on 2 Lancey on the side and 1 Crow in the main, that's 3 copies of a card that hurts Virtual World, which is a pretty bad matchup for this deck. The Crow will stop the King Long Engrave, and this will stop the King Long as well. Also, this is just generically a good hand trap right now against a lot of matchups. And I mean, if playing 2-ups for hand traps in this deck really isn't bad because you're cycling through them with Fergie either way. But I like to. And then again, another 2-up because I'm under the impression that Fergie cycling through stuff is just really good. 2 Godarla. It's the Kaiju that gets over the Wind Statue, which doesn't really matter because this deck kind of just clears that thing pretty easy. But this is also another card for Drytron. It's basically just for going second against any deck. It's out for the Adignister Link 6, besides going into like Access Code and trying to beat over it. It's generically probably just the best it's good. And yeah, I think that's actually it.
Okay. So what were your matchups today?
Round 1, I had Dogmatica Shadal Despia, which is like a deck that's looking pretty scary after the new support comes out. And I won 2-1. It was a pretty good match. I got cross-outed once, which obviously that's gonna make everybody frustrated now that it's happening. But it was good. It was really good. Didn't let the wind sit, so that was the biggest thing. And then round 2 was against Dino Duel Academy's Toddles here, and that was a great match. It went to game 3 and it was pretty low on time, and we both kind of just opened very subpar. But I opened 2 Revolt and just won like a G. So that's how that one went. And then game 3 against Infernoble, I won game 1. Game 2 he won because I didn't open enough hand traps and he full comboed, and I just scooped because I was like, I'm not gonna watch this. And then game 3 I told him to go first because I decided in like everything, and I basically just undercommitted to the point where like the stuff that was supposed to be punishing me wasn't able to. So I played a very simplistic, just going second, kind of just picking away at him, and that got me the match. And I've been playing this deck. Played this deck at the last couple events we went to too. I went to like a 26-person event with this, and I went X1 and lost to Dragon Link because fuck that deck. But yeah, that's really it. It was a pretty good day.
All right, well, thank you, Larson, for the deck profile, and I hope you guys all enjoyed this. If you have any questions about his deck, leave it down in the comment section below. And you guys watch this far, make fun of him about his ultra rare, I guess.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Please no.
But anyway, leave a like, comment, subscribe. We should see you guys next video. Have a nice day.